Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my live stream as well as you who watch this video sometimes in the future. Today we have just some small topics that we want to touch, and let's just beat the daily quest within 0 seconds. Just to make sure that this is not a clickbait. Boom, donezo. We already beat the daily quest. So let us just refresh, because mostly you need just to refresh when Gala Games, when you beat the daily quest, just to redeem your rewards. So we will probably need to refresh couple times before we get into it, but that's how it works. So no biggie. Okay, you can see that we are already at 85. We go again. We go back on the Rancher Girl, 33 town coin. Let's build that. Fabric plant. One more wool. If you didn't watch the last live stream, we are trying to get 100 wool yarn. Why 100 wool yarn? Well, because 100 wool yarn will make it possible for us to beat the daily quest every single day. Let's go again, just to prepare it for tomorrow. Boom. It will make it possible for us to beat daily quests like this, as you saw, in 0 seconds. We can go back always to it. Sup Libra, my man, how are you? How are you, my man? Let's go on CoinGecko. We go on town, and we will speak a lot about this. About the numbers. 33 town. Just not even a month ago, 33 town were 60 bucks, and at the moment of recording you can see that 33 town coins are worth $22. We'll come back to that. Let us go back to here. Okay. So basically what we want now to do is we want to make more wool to scale our production, because if you look on the left side, second column, second row, you can see that we have only 26 wool. We want to pop those numbers. We have 1, 2, 3. Oh, it just needs 1 energy, which is not bad. But probably we will need some crude oil. Just to be able to get some energy. Or even if I can put it right here, it shouldn't be affected, I think. So let's go industrial. Build 1 wind turbine. We can build 1 additional here. That isn't 1, 2, 3. It needs to go here. So we build this one. And probably we could build it in the bottom part right here. So we did the first part of it, which was beating daily quest in 0 seconds. With not using hacks, I explained to you, and you can see that we prepared it all already for tomorrow. So tomorrow in 4 hours or 5 hours I can just log in back, press on it, and I would beat the daily quest. This is how it goes. It's no hacks if you thought so or anything. Nah, it's just good organization, and this channel will allow you to earn, well, to beat the daily quest as easy as possible. If you look this town, it's not perfect. It's far away from perfect, but still it's doing its job. Let us now concentrate on the second part of this title, which is psychological side of this crypto crash, or you can even say a psychological side of investing. I need to put my lawyer coat on here and say I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is or should be understood as an investment or financial advice. That being said, Gala Games distinct themselves and said none of its game or components or anything in Gala Games should be considered an investment. They are just a gaming company that's making games and that's how they want that you look at it. I think that has a lot to do with regulation, since crypto games are not regulated. Whole crypto space is not regulated. We see what this SEC lawsuit did to XRP. Let us just go back. If you go, for example, on Bitcoin, and we go 1 year or even max, you can see the chart of Bitcoin, and then we go to Ethereum and we see the same. If we take 1 year, it's not so much, but if you let's just focus on this one. This is just the typical how market works, that you have bearish and bullish time. This here was a bullish bull run, as they say, and this was a bearish. If you now look this and compare it to here, what we are now experiencing is just a small retracement, in my opinion, and I think we will go one more time up, and after that I think this will happen, a bearish period of time. Why I think that? Well, there's a couple things that put crypto space in danger, and as I said, regulation is really important for whole world, for the stability. Governments don't want to give the power to people. Simple as that. So, speaking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are the leading ones. The whole market more or less follows Bitcoin. And we know the stance of Funzy for all. Hello, I find this game too hard to start from the new player point of view. Funzy for all, yeah? If you want, what we could do, I could jump to weekly server. I could show you the strat, how you can set your town up and work from it and start to developing, let's say, some skills. In my opinion, it's just, I would agree with you that it's a little bit hard to start with, especially when they created it or when they launched it and there were no tutorials. So you would learn this game just by building and breaking stuff. And that's how I learned it. I'm not the greatest player of it. Actually, I tried myself in the weekly servers. And my placement was about, let's say, I think 800. 800 was the top 8 or 6. But I was far above the earning. Like 400 was the May Mayhem. In May Mayhem, top 400 players got the reward. I was around 800, but I didn't play it full time and I didn't use the scripts and I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. You are earning 0 town coin. Yeah, the important question, Fonzie. Do you have NFTs? Because if you are earning 0 town coin, I would assume that you don't own any NFTs. But while Fonzie for all is answering, I'll just switch back to the CoinGecko. So I was speaking about it, why I expect bearish time for us. I believe that 2022 will be time for CBDC or central bank digital coin. My brain just froze for a second. CBDC. And stable coins will be a huge discussion in every single normal country. And I will point you the biggest threat to crypto, and that is Tether. Yeah, Fonzie, they are really expensive and I wouldn't recommend to buy it at the moment, but that is just my personal opinion. I don't buy it at the moment because I think they are overpriced and well, we don't want to look it as an investment, but let's say, how can I put this best in the words to not sound like investment, yeah? That we don't speak about ROI here. I will just stay by this. I can't tell you what you should do, but I can tell you what I'm doing. And just a second.
Jel ona serija Lupin ima 2 sezone? Izašla je druga.
Čuj. Mislim da ne. Pogledaj.
A ti vidi.
Just a second, guys.
Ja ne mogu da se sjetim da smo gledali.
Ne znam, ne mislim da ne.
Jel je?
Ili?
Ali tamo ima izašla. Ali jesmo mi gledali?
Ne znam. Pogledaj. Zadnje što smo vidjeli je kad su oni na mostu.
Kad se sastavljeno, jel?
Da, ja mislim da da. Okay, so I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. So this is just my view about Townstar. The problem with Townstar is that, as you said, NFTs are really expensive. Second thing about it is the town coin. It's just too short on the market for a short time. and I'm really, how can I say to you, I'm really not sure how it will develop. We have so low amount of knowledge about town and how it will be spent, for example, inside of the game. As far as I understood it, you will be able sometimes in the future to upgrade these buildings within World of Townstar with Town Coin, and so on and so on. So we need to see what will be the burning mechanisms for town, because it has unlimited supply. And Gala Games said they can change at any time. Listen to this. At any time they can change town earnings. So what that means, for example, I got this wheat stand for 225 USD. Right now it's worth around, I think, 2.5k or something like that. And it's giving me 14 town. When I bought it, it gave only, I think, 9 town, 9 or 10 town, I'm not sure. And Gala Games changed it to 14. So they can play with these numbers however they want. And I chose, because I have little bit of NFTs and I'm getting small amounts of town, I said I will just sit on it. I will just sit on it and observe. I'll just look into it. When the price is right for me, I will buy it. But for Townstar as a game, since I don't like it so much, I mean, it's a nice game, well made. It can be a little bit interesting, but for me to put huge amount of time, a lot of money into it, is not going to happen. Because I'll rather put my money somewhere else in some other game, like for example Spider Tank. And in my opinion, no one should FOMO into Townstar. In my opinion, that is just my opinion. If I didn't have any NFTs, I wouldn't buy a wheat stand for 3k. I wouldn't. If you want to play Townstar and try to develop it to professional level, if I can say so, I would highly suggest that someone gets a wheat stand. Why? Because it makes your life so much easier in the world of Townstar. Exactly. And look at this, Fancy for all. The problem with it, and that is something that I pointed out many times, and that will be a huge problem for Gala Games, we can say like that. And that is, okay, having a wheat stand is a nice feature. It gives you a little bit more advantage. Okay, you paid for it. It should make your life easier in a world of Townstar. You can put that parallel to the real life. If you get better tractor, you will be able to produce more, for example. If you buy anything to improve the productivity, you should be rewarded 100%. But the problems starts to piling when you add more and more NFTs and more overpowered NFTs, and then you add the earning component, so you attract investors and not gamers into it. So I'll just give you an example, yeah? How can this game be fair? Or how can people who don't own any NFTs place in top 400? For now, it's possible because the player base is just small. And many people who started from beginning Townstar and they experienced all the changes and they had a lot of time to develop the strat and this and that, they build even the guilds where they make many different strats to improve their knowledge, productivity, and so on and so on. But as I said, right now at this moment you can be one of the people who don't own any NFTs and place in top 400. And if you jump in Gala Games Discord channel, you will find people who are able to do that. For example, Lycan Warlord, he's also a streamer on YouTube. I highly suggest that you visit his channel because he's really amazing. I saw also some things from him. I learned a lot, so props. Just giving credit where credit is due, yeah? For example, someone like him could place in top 400, I'm positive, without any NFTs. But that being said, let us just bring the topic a little bit back. And that is, I have a wheat stand. It makes my life easier. It's whole automatization on the feed mill. And that gives us the chance to produce wool really easier. Yeah, he owns a lot. I don't know how many. When I was watching him, he just had a wheat stand, as far as I know. I think wheat stand and Mr. Buggy Puddles. He can own, but I'm saying that his knowledge is so good and right that he doesn't need any NFTs. Of course, he will do NFTs just to maximize his profits, yeah? Or to maximize the potential, 100%. But as I said, you have a wheat stand that gives you a passive feed for your feed mill, or if you have a legendary, you can put it next to your what is it called, windmill, and guess what? It will give you a passive wheat to produce flour. That is huge impact on the game. Huge impact on the game. But still, okay, that's one NFT. You can live with that. You can fight that. You can compensate. Yeah? Then we move a little bit further. And which one is also OP? Yeah. Gas is a huge problem for the newcomers in this game. Many people struggle to create gas. Many. Just to check how much wool yarn. Let's build just one more fabric plant right here. Many people struggle with gas. And the way that you are producing gasoline is you need crude oil, which is made out of oil pumps. Then that crude oil needs to be processed in a refinery to petroleum. Then the petroleum needs to be produced to gas or refined to gas. And it's okay. Yeah, that is really simple. You need also energy for it. That's why we have two power plants from both sides. Because if you put then refinery, you will have enough to do automatic, I call it like that, automatic way to produce gasoline, yeah? But what Gala Games did, they have desert as an option of a field that you can build your town on. And what visualizer, let's go. I highly suggest also that probably you are using it, but let's just drop it. citadelofwind.com visualizer. You can choose between these fields, plots where you want to put your town. Forest, plains, desert, empty. So if you go to desert, you will see this here, oil seep. What the oil seep will do, it will provide you passive crude oil. That passive crude oil will make this possible. So let's build this. If you look now on the lower left part, look just at the crude oil. 4 out of 2. This, let me just get the overlay. Yeah, and you can see how much crude oil you can get from oil seep. Which means if you put your refinery right here, there is no need for you to put oil pumps. And what Gala Games then did, they introduced Halloween NFTs. What this Halloween NFTs enable you, or what they provide you the passive oil, crude oil. So then you get additional advantage. And imagine now, you put that wheat stand right there, you put any of those haunted wing, this and that, you put it next to the refinery, you can produce almost, I will say, almost passively gasoline. Almost. And then you add CraneBot. And then you add Mirando's skin packs, which will give all of your town folks 25% speed. And if you look now on my town folks and you compare them, for example, to yours, you can see that my town folks people are faster by 25%, because I have those 10 skin packs. And when you summarize those all advantages, or you add them on, there is no freaking way that someone without NFTs will be able to place in top 400, for example. And then the game shifts from play to earn to pay to win. And that is something that people are criticizing here. And I hope that Gala Games, I don't doubt that they will do something regarding those concerns. But what, we don't know. When, we don't know. So I personally stay away from Townstar, and I'm waiting for the Spider Tank projects. I will go ham on that game. I will try to get as many tanks as possible. I will be a pilot. I will be a captain, which means that I will rent out my tanks. And when Mirando's drops, that will be the second game that I will be in. I mean, Echoes of Empire, it's kinda okay, but not fully my cup of tea. But as I said, don't try to FOMO into it. It's not... just keep your head cool, you know? Keep your head cool. I know that we butchered this whole conversation, that we switch from one side to another, from one side to another, but sometimes it's sorry, sometimes it's important to do it like that. You don't know, you oh, my man, wait. So what Spider Tank project is, let's go also on Gala Games store. So Spider Tank is a PvP brawler, and we can read it, yeah. Spider Tank is a PvP brawler designed and developed by award-winning Netherlands-based game media. Players choose between a number of tanks' body and weapons in the garage, then battle it out on one of the many Spider Tank's arena maps. Spider Tanks is a free-to-play, but also incorporates a variety of play-to-earn mechanics centering around skill-based competition, resource collection, and a player-driven upgrade cycle. Whenever you want to play with a small group of close friends or testing your skill in the high-stakes competition, Spider Tanks will be worldwide play-to-earn esports for you. Purchase fully tradable weapons, tanks, and bodies in Spider Tank store for advantages to upgrade cycle, rarity head start, and many more, coming in Q4 2021. They will not obviously make it in Q4, but they said Q1 2022 it should be out, as well as Gala Chain, which will enable it, or which will give us the option to avoid those Ethereum fees, because those Ethereum fees are just garbage, man. That's just garbage, and Ethereum to build on it, I will say it's a garbage. It's a good product, but it's garbage because the fees are just insane. And imagine if it would have even greater adoption, and that just, we will leave it there. They introduced, I didn't saw that they introduced these tanks. I didn't see this. Common, it's just 2k. Uncommon. So let me just see what is this. Santa Sleigh. This tank is packed with a holiday cheer and festive firepower. Compete with a snowball shooter and unique character animations. Your enemies will be reminded as they perish from whom the jingle bells tools. I really like this tank, to be honest with you. I really like it. Just to see it. I'm just looking if they will add the coin payments to it. I would really love to have that. Let's just check how much is that in USD. Just a second. What is it? Here. 2197. 2197. 1k. And how much is the other one? 3954. 3954. 1.7k, which is just too much. That's just too much, my dude. And it's on the common one, it's 1000, and the uncommon one is 500. Yo, what they are doing to me, man. Just a second. You see, good thing that you said that you don't know anything about it. So right now I just, yeah, it's 1k. But these are special tanks, you know. These are special tanks, and they will be limited. They will be limited, so I guess. But let's go like this. Low to high. So basically what you would need to have is you would need to have body and weapon. If you want to own, this is now the part of it. If you want to own, you need to purchase, but it will be free to play. What that means is you will be able, when you, for example, join Spider Tank projects, people who have many different tanks will be able to rent them out to you. You rent them for free, but you will split the rewards. What will be the percentage of the split? We don't know yet. Will it be 50-50, or if it will be customable, or how they will let us adjust those parameters. Right now it costs you around $250 to own a tank, which is, if you look from the money-wise perspective, just, yeah, a lot of money. But still, I purchased, if you see, I purchased Alpha Executioner, which was uncommon one. Uncommon one, so I didn't, I don't know how much was it. What is it? Store value 1k. If I put 1k color, it was around $500, so not bad. Not bad, both, because I really love this tank, for example. And I have couple tanks to rent. Not on this account. On this account I have just this body that I will rent out, and this is rear body, but I don't like how the Nomad is working. So let me just show you how the game looks like, just to get the Spider Tank. Where do we have the Spider Tank projects? Okay. So this is how the game will look like. Can I? Okay, 720. And this is my favorite map, by the way. This is just because all other, I mean, the other maps are also good, don't get me wrong, but this one, it's just pure PvP. It's just pure PvP, this map. So that being said, you see that that is the upcoming game that will be released in quarter, where I am, in quarter 2. Did I, what? I didn't press on it. Don't tell me I did. Well, who cares? Let us then just resell it and we Gucci. Then we will speak now about the psychological stuff. If we go, as I said, you can see that we are just going downwards. This is just, and for the people who recently got into crypto, this is just fear. And this is how typical let's go. And this is how the typical people approach crypto. Just because you can trade now crypto with any app, more or less easy, just with the press of the buttons like buy, sell, this and that. Yo, Funzy, you're welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a nice day too, and I wish you productive day. So this is how the people usually start. When the market was here, people were, oh, no. I'm not going into it. And here they say, yeah, it will correct it, this and that. And then it drops here. It goes towards here. And people then start to buy at the top. Then it starts to pull back. Many weak hands drop it. Then the price goes up and they catch it anywhere here. And they say, oh, I will, for example, I know this from personal experience. People didn't want it to get in all the way this moment upwards. Not a single one. But then they both all the way at the top. When when Bitcoin dropped to 37k, many people just completely sold everything that they have. And they said, F crypto, F everything. But then Bitcoin skyrocketed right here. And many, as I said, that is something, these cycles repeat always. If we go to 1 year, you can look at the charts. I'm not expert at reading the charts. I'm learning it. I'm not fully understanding it, so I can't tell you what this and that means. I know just some basic terms and how it works. But since I'm hodler, I don't need to know those stuff. And this here, I don't care about it because I'm hodler. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I don't want to sell it at any moment. I'll keep it. Even if it goes to zero, I'm keeping it. As my friend Libra said, if you don't sell it, you can't lose it, yeah? I mean, there's a lot of problems with that kind of approach, because if you don't take the profits and pay yourself, you might lose a lot of the potential of it. Because if you sell it somewhere up here and buy it somewhere down here, yeah, you get the profits. But still, as I said, I'm not a day trader, I'm not a trader, I'm hodler, and I just hold my crypto. As you can see, all the town coin that I received, I just kept it. I didn't sold not a dime of it. So that being said, even before you go into crypto, you need to prepare yourself psychologically for this kind of behavior in the market. Ups and downs. If you are not stable enough, I wouldn't recommend anyone to get into crypto. If you are a high gambler person, I don't recommend. This thing requires you to be fully rational. You can, and a little bit luck also. Because I know that people got rich out of shitcoins. I don't blame them. Good for them. But that is not my path. My path is just utility tokens. So me seeing, for example, that Bitcoin went from what was the peak here? 67k to 47k. That means 20,000 k 20,000k now. 20,000, it dropped for 20,000. I don't care. I don't lose my sleep about this. Why? Because, as I told you, this is just how the market works. And even if the Bitcoin goes to 10k, I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. Let us go back. Let us go to Ethereum. And you can see also this aggressive movement of Ethereum. You can watch it. You can watch in 2018 how the market played out. And you can see where are we now if you compare those two. I think, as I said, the whole crypto world will change. 2022 is the year of CBDCs. Then we go to XRP. And we see what regulators can do. Just look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The top peak of XRP was $3.40. In 2020-2021, XRP was able to reach just $1.79, and it fought SEC. That right now in the court, at the time of this recording, Ripple is being sued by SEC. From Jay Clayton on his last day. If that is not fishy to you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is. I hold XRP. Am I concerned about it? Hell no. I know what they are. I told you, my racing horse is utility tokens, and one of such is XRP. And you can see SEC has charged Ripple with unregistered security offering. And one important thing to say here is that only USA is looking at Ripple as a security. All other countries look at it as a currency. And that is something many weak hands dropped XRP, are still dropping it, but I'm holding it. Is it good? Is it bad? We will know in the future. This is the biggest problem for crypto. This is just the biggest problem in the crypto. Everyone knows it. Everyone is silent, or a lot of people are silent of it. They are printing Tether like crazy. And basically what Tether is pegged to USD. They said that. But we know that that is a garbage. They are not. They changed it then. They said, okay, it's not pegged to dollars, it's pegged to worth of Tether, like everything that Tether holds. Bonds, papers, loans, this, that, you know, everything. They took it like every single time something like that happens, you can smell the BS behind it. They can print it infinite, the same way that the Fed can do that. And if you think that Tether will not be on their radar, you are just living in an illusion. But I know, I'm 100% positive that the regulators will come after CBDCs. Because if people are using CBDCs, it's just a threat to the whole system. to the national currency, because Tether is basically replacing the dollar as we know him. And when the governments develop their CBDCs, probably they will use blockchain technology for it. And all of these stable coins, in my opinion, will just perish. The one project that I like is USDC, for example. I like it more than Tether. And I believe that USDC can be a future CBDC. Many things pointed me to that way, or changed my way of thinking about it. That they can implement already someone's technology and just switch to it. And that CBDC has all the benefits, all the possibilities that stablecoins have. If they manage to construct CBDC like that, then all stablecoins lose their value or lose their reason to exist. If we have a normal dollar that people can use. So as I said, I think if they sue Tether, or if they aggressively attack it and they forbid it or anything, for example, if it happens like it happened with Ripple and the exchanges say, okay, we want to remove Tether from our platform, what will happen? How much liquidity will just perish? What effects would that create on the market? I will let you, ladies and gentlemen, just think about it and just see what is this time bomb right here and what it can produce. For some people it will be a great entry point. When crypto goes, I don't know, 50% down, 60, 70, 80, 90, who knows, 10, it will be a great entry point. For hodlers, still it will be a great point because hodlers don't, they don't sell. We just hold. For day traders, well, it can be day traders, for them it's irrelevant. What will happen in 1 week, 10 days, 10 years? They are living for today. The people who approach this without any psychological preparation, it will be a disaster. I was watching one guy on YouTube who said, I put a mortgage and I put everything on Bitcoin and it just dumped. So what he did then, he sold in that panic his Bitcoin just to get some cash back. And then you are with debt there. Sitting with a debt, you lost so much money and so on. And many people did that. Many people. So first thing that you need to set in your mind is that crypto is just so volatile and you can expect everything. And many people will say to you that that's even my advice. Don't put the money that that you can't afford to lose. We are in an unregulated spot. We don't know what will happen. Anything can go to zero at any time. Second thing, don't be cocky, overconfident, don't go for a trends, don't go for social media BS, don't go for pyramid schemes, don't go for easy cash grab. Even if I put something like this title, beating a daily quest in 0 seconds, which some could argue that it's clickbait, but I disagree with it, or false presumption that it's easy to make money in or money through the Town Star. You need, even this game, it requires your time and skill to develop to play it. I will never say to you that it's just easy money. It can be easy at certain point, but you need to achieve that point. And if Gala Games, for example, changes meta and say, for example, you need to sell 100 baguettes in 1 hour, I would struggle with it. I would need to reinvent myself, like relearn and upgrade myself. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, just try to prepare yourself psychologically to not get intimidated when you see stuff like this. Avalanche, okay, 9, aggressively movement. If you see, I don't know, I'll drop you a gem. I'll drop you a gem. Hedera, Khbar. I'm not concerned about this. It's not the best example, but even this, from 40 cents to 23, almost 50% off. Almost 50%. I hold Khbar. I don't care about this. You don't want to lose sleep over crypto. Just always approach with rational side of it, learn more about it, and it will be good. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention, and see you tomorrow in the new stream where we will talk about some interesting topic, I hope. General out.